Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to the next episode of the TekTopia Survival Guide here on the TekTopia Town server. And as always, guys, if you want to join me on this amazing free-to-play server with amazing people, all you need to do is look down in the description, very last link, and it'll give you all the information you need to join us here. And I've done some stuff, guys. I've been busy. I've been busy, very, very busy doing some stuff. You can see all the red. All the red has been added into our pyramid. I've gone ahead and added in all of these like little red lines that kind of just make their way down the corners of all four sides. You're not going to see much of this though. This is all like still more background stuff. It's going to be very, very minuscule by the time we actually finish building on the exterior of this, which I have begun a little bit. I've done the first of these four corner bits. I actually just finished it up right now, and I think it looks very awesome. I can't take credit for it, though. My good friend Sham Shelabim designed most of what you're going to see here. I'm just stealing it. That's all I'm doing. I'm stealing it, but I'm giving him credit. So it's not plagiarism, people. Not plagiarism. Sham said it was okay. That's really what happened. So other things I've done. I went super crazy in the desert gathering sandstone. I think I showed it in the last episode. I was down below a double chest of sandstone, and we are going to need a ton of it. So I've got those 10 shulkers all filled with sandstone, and then all of our double chests are now filled to the brim, and it's fantastic. I also had to grab some terracotta for all that redness, so that was good. That was very, very good. But today, guys, we are going to work on getting more emeralds. We have a decent supply right now, and for me, I don't feel comfortable with the amount I have right now because things are getting super expensive. Like tavern, 43 emerald blocks. That is nuts, and we're going to probably have at least one more tavern in this village, if not two. You know, what else? Let's see. Homes. We're going to need a lot of homes. Those are 19 emerald blocks right now. Do we have another library? Where's the library? Did I pass it? Oh, barracks, though. Look at that. That's insane. I'm going to need like 4 or 5 more of these, and it's only going to go up from here. So we need many, many more emeralds. So there's 2 things I'm going to show you today. One is just kind of a continuation of what I've done, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build a shop, guys. That's right. We're going to the mall. We're going to build ourselves a shop. We're going to finally use the claim plot that everybody keeps asking me about because it's been empty since like day 2 of the server when I claimed it. We're finally doing it, guys. We are finally doing it, and we are selling villager items. That's all we're doing. We're selling green text items for a very, very discounted price. It's all the stuff that I can't trade fast enough, like the crazy, insane amount of carrots I have in here. We're going to sell those for really cheap, and that way they can then take these carrots, trade them with their merchant, and they'll be good, you know? It's for people who don't have the supplies that I have. I have a lot of supplies that I can trade to my merchant to the point where I'm about to start burning it. So I'm going to gather some materials. I'm going to head over to the mall. I'm going to show you guys my little spot, and then we're going to design a little market stall shop thing over yonder. Yeah. Be back in a minute. The one really interesting thing about the location of our base is its proximity to the mall itself. Now, we didn't realize this when we found the place. I think actually it was Cash who found this place, because previously I was in a different desert. But the mall is very, very, very close. Let's avoid the Guardian Temple. Yeah, that's bad. The mall is very, very close to our base. Not that we ever have to fly there. We have some quality of life plugins, other mods on the server that allow us to like warp and things. So we're gonna use that to get in here because this entire area is pretty much protected, and I couldn't get in here even if I wanted to. But here's the mall, totally encased in bedrock, so people cannot break in. Even me, sad face. I wish there was a way to fly in. That'd be nice. But our shop stall is kind of right around there. So we are gonna warp into it right now. And actually, this is the world border right here. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but it is there. It is absolutely there. And our shop is right down there. So let's go ahead and warp into the mall. There we are. Here we are, the mall. So people can pretty much claim these little slots like you would claim other land on the server, and people are selling a variety of things. Our server owner has a shop right here, right when you first spawn in. And my shop is right over here on the left. I think it's 7 by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and we can tear out all the stone and things and, you know, do what we want. But there's bedrock that's also behind here that prevents you from going into somebody else's claim. So now I have the task of decorating this thing. And I'm probably going to go with a similar design to what we have at our base. Very sandstone-y, some red terracotta. Maybe throw in a couple emerald blocks just, you know, to flex a little bit more, because why not? That's, my thing. Um, but I'm going to work on this for a little bit. I'm going to show you what I come up with when I'm done. Now, the other cool thing is there is a mod or plugin, I'm not 100% sure, that allows you to actually not need chests inside of this place, which is going to make things a lot nicer for when we actually have to design it and make it look pretty. So all you need is some signs. So I've got all that ready to go. And let me just finish doing all this monotonous work, and I will be back and show you guys the finished product, and I'll show you how all of this, sign magic craziness works. So here we are, guys. It is very, very basic. I am very confined by the space limitations of this stall. I wish we kind of had a more organic shopping district area where you can claim some land, build a small plot, 16 by 16 or something, just to give it a little bit more, character to your builds and all that fun stuff. The mall actually has been pretty popular. There's a lot of people that were roaming around here a second ago. I'm not sure where they all went to, but a lot of people are interested in my shop. Welcome to Sobertron's Villager Item Shop. Buy low for me, sell high to the merchant. It's a win-win. Some people, initially when we did this back during beta, found it a hard concept to grasp. You buy carrots from me for an emerald, you can sell those carrots to the merchant for 4 emeralds. So if you're just starting off your village, it's great. So we're going to be selling all of that stuff. But I wanted to show you guys how this all works, because it's going to be a very long, tedious task. Hi, Derps. In a Pennywise mask. He's weird. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do like all crops probably here. So what we need to do first is we need to go back to our home, which is my base. So I already got some chests set up here. So this is where all of our items are actually going to be stored at. So initially when we're setting this up, we can only have what we're selling. If I were to fill this entire thing up with potatoes and somebody paid for it, they'd get all the potatoes. So I only want them to buy 1 stack of potatoes at a time for 1 emerald. So the first thing we do is click on the payment chest, and it says stored item location. Click on the item we want to sell. We can then head back to the mall, and then we place a sign. So the sign needs to be, what is it? Bracket, trade, end bracket. Oh, nope, that's not an end bracket. And then it's 64 village haters for 1. Let's do it for 1 emerald. Emerald. I can spell, guys, I swear. Okay? And then we hit done. And then the only thing we have left to do is to, I think, click the sign. Maybe we click it with redstone. I'm not 100% sure. There we go. There we go. All done. And a little message popped up. Emerald 1 for 64 potatoes. The text turned blue. So now it should all work. Now I have to do that many, many more times. So we're going to have crops here. I think we're going to do logs here for now. Some ores here. And yeah, and look, people interested. People are interested in the shop. It's great. So I'm going to do this many times and test it, make sure everything's working good, and then I'll officially announce that the shop's open and people can come by and partake in this amazing, buying low, selling high, because it's a win-win. I can't trade the items fast enough. If they don't have the items, I am more than willing to help other people out. I make a little bit of money. They make a little bit of money. It's great for everybody. But once I've got this all done, I will be right back, and we'll go over the next bit for today's episode. So after a lot of painstaking going back and forth and doing things with redstone dust and chests and signs and stuff, this is what we have. This is... What was that? Somebody shooting at me? This is what we have. So I've got all 4 crop types. Each stack is 1 emerald. I've only got birch and oak for wood, because I'm still not close to having a sustainable supply of those 2 things. Once I get a few more lumberjacks, I should be good. When it comes to ores, I am selling redstone full stack for 1, lapis 16 for 1. Essentially, I'm trying to mimic the merchant trades. So if you buy if you buy 16 lapis from me for 1 emerald, you can take that, make 5 emeralds from the merchant. And then I am selling villager iron. It's not a trade the merchant offers, and I figured 4 emeralds was a good amount to do it for, because I can't really make much off of it right now. But a player, in theory, could buy this, make it into 8 chess pieces, and sell it for 10 emeralds apiece. So that, in my opinion, is a very, very good trade. And also, I'm not doing gold or diamonds yet, because I just don't have the supply of things. The only food I'm selling right now, baked potatoes. I don't have much of anything else. I do have villager food, but I don't even trade that to the merchant because I feel it's more beneficial to give to our villagers to let them eat that. So I'm not going to sell baked potatoes. Maybe in the future we'll sell some other things, but right now we are not. On this back wall here, I am selling some non-villager items. So I have a ton of stone from all the digging I've been doing, and I figured let's just see what happens with 3 stacks of stone for 1 emerald. I did get my teacher to start making name tags because a couple people on the server were asking if anybody had name tags, so I figured that's an opportunity for me. So 1 name tag, 2 emeralds. This might have to shift in price. We'll see, but I think that's a fairly good trade. The other thing, because of all of my free-range animal hunting earlier on, before I had chefs and ranchers and butchers, I have a ton of leather, and I don't really need any more bookshelves. So I'm selling 4 bookshelves for 1 emerald. Same thing. I figured that's a pretty good price. I might have to modify it in the future, maybe up it to 6 or 8 bookshelves for 1 emerald. We'll see how this is. There's not much in there right now, mostly because I don't have much paper. This guy, has been. Don't click with redstone sober. Mostly because our teacher and our enchanter have been making books and things that I've been trading, and this guy's been making name tags. So I'm going to post a little message and let people know that this is ready to go, and then we'll see what happens. But for now, I'm going to do that and then head back to base, get my stuff together, and we can start working on the next kind of emerald making venture for our village. So we are back at our base, and now it is time to start on the next venture to make tons of emeralds. So we have a nice supply of diamonds now. I actually just traded some to the merchant, and we still have, what is that, 7 stacks of diamonds, plus all these individuals. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start outfitting our villagers with some diamond tools like picks and axes, and then have our blacksmiths create some more. And we're going to do the same thing with the rest of our diamond gear for our guards. That way we can sell all of this stuff to the merchant, because that's just emeralds that we're not getting right now. So I'm going to do this the smart way. So it looks like, let's have our blacksmiths, yep, they turned around instantly, make some diamond swords. And this way I can get them all to come in here now, and I can turn their AI on slowly over time. Wow, that's really loud. Let's go there. 1% sounds good. So we're going to turn on the AI for all of these guys to make the diamond axe and the diamond picks. That way we can start using them with our guys, which means we're going to be wasting less iron, which means we can sell it more at our shop. And then we can start selling the diamond axes and pickaxes. So hopefully soon we will be able to make tons and tons more emeralds from our merchant. So I'm going to wait around for a little bit longer. Hopefully I can get all of our dudes equipped really fast, because I think I have 25 total lumberjacks and miners. So it's going to take a minute for them to, stuff's going to appear in storage, and then it's going to disappear really fast. But I'm going to do all this, be right back, and then we'll, start some base work. So it's actually the next day in real life. I've been letting this build up a bit, and we've got a nice supply of things now to trade to our merchant, and he is finally offering us our first diamond item trade where we can actually do it, and that is diamond chest pieces. And these are going to sell for 22 emeralds a piece. So I've already traded everything else that I could today, and I ended up with just under 2 stacks of emeralds. But once I get these, it's going to really, really push us over. It's going to be fantastic. Yes! So that's really good. That's a really good day of trading. But in the meantime, since I've been waiting, for those supplies to build up, I have done a bit more outside of our pyramid. Fly. Fly. Sad face. There we go. Let's see if I can thread the needle. So, close. Ow! Let's try that again. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna go through that hole. There we go. So, I have done all of these little corner bits here. So, lots of end rods. I actually had to go buy some blaze rods and go to the end to get some chorus fruit, because I used all of my blaze rods that I had at my, availability. I've also, this is what I meant earlier by sectioning off the redness. So you only see a little bit in between the little window right there, which makes things look really good. The other thing I've done is I have built a second one of these corner bits, but I've also done a lot of the outside facade on one of these sides. So there is going to be more later. Let me land, actually get a better look of it. But that's essentially what we're trying to do here. Super crazy, detailed kind of exterior facade on our pyramid itself, and it's gonna look really, really awesome. Now, in the future, I'm planning on doing some pretty big entrances on all four sides, so it's gonna take up a very big space. So I don't plan on doing any of the middle until I get those entrances done, and that in and of itself is gonna be a huge undertaking. But now I'm gonna, do some more. I'm gonna do some more building, cause yeah, this thing is really coming together now. I'm really, really liking how it's looking. And I hope you guys are too, because this is an amazing looking pyramid. Like I said earlier, can't take credit for most of it though. Sham, my good friend Sham, is an amazing designer. And yeah, he does some crazy stuff. So I'm going to finish doing these corner bits, because it makes it really easy to space things out once I have those in, because there is some kind of craziness here that is easier once these are in. And then we're going to, get cracking on the other three sides. It's going to take a very long time. And a lot of sandstone. So here we are, guys, back at the pyramid, and we have side number 2 complete. And side number 3. And you guys know what's coming. You know what's going to happen. Here it is. Side number 4 is all done. Relatively speaking, I still have this huge gap in the middle that I haven't. Yeah, I'm going to work on that later. But yeah, a lot of it. Huge progress, huge progress. The first side took me a little bit, because I had to find my groove, had to find my rhythm. The other sides actually only took about 40 minutes per side. It went really, really smooth. Really smooth. Let's go up here. Ooh. Yeah, I need to do something about the space up here, guys. We need to expand. Being here for so long has caused me to fill up greatly on hearts. Tons of hearts everywhere. Yeah, that's a lot. That's more, yeah, that's just tons. Our shop, little profits box right here, comes straight to my base. It's kind of awesome. It's doing okay. It's doing okay. You know, some people have been buying things. I think it's slowed for people to understand the appeal. So given time, this will probably take off. But where I've been making true money is from our merchant trading all those diamond items. I think we left off around there. So all of this plus this is our profits over the last 24 hours or so, because that's essentially when I started recording this episode. So 4 and a bit stacks of emerald blocks. That's a pretty awesome. That's pretty amazing. But I think I'm calling it here, guys. This episode was actually a lot of fun. I'm glad we got to work on the pyramid. I'm glad I got a shop now, helping out, the community that we have here. It's ever expanding, ever growing. So if you are very interested, or even somewhat interested, go ahead and check out the link in the description, as I said at the beginning of the episode. But until next time, you guys have a good one.